Project X.
This is Project X, yo.
Project X is a movie I did not expect to like. I knew it was going to be a big party. I knew the characters might be questionable, and I was fully expecting the early 2000s levels of sexism. But what I wasn't expecting is a really nuanced critique of that same pop party culture that really had us in a chokehold. That being said, this movie is really male gazy. It's almost uncomfortable at times, but the framing of the movie around Thomas and Kirby leads us to the movie's central thesis. No amount of temporary ecstasy will replace what you know you already love. As a certified 365 party girl myself, I'm able to say that this movie does not skimp on its promise of the craziest party of all time. Charlie herself has even given the movie a stamp of approval.
You know, one of my favourite films of all time, Project X, really is up there for me.
I think the reason why this movie resonates with so many people is because at its core, it's about the human condition. Our brains are hardwired for love, but dopamine is something we can exploit. Spoiler alert, if you somehow haven't seen it. I'm going to dive in pretty fully, assuming you've seen the movie. The scene where Thomas cheats on Kirby is, I think, the most telling. Not only do we have the comedy of seeing it through the perspective of the security kid with the camcorder, but it also makes it feel uncomfortable, inappropriate. Even the way it's shot just feels off. I think that scene encapsulates the central message of the movie. You need to know what you want out of things. You have to be honest with yourself. Costa is literally the worst. He's the worst person I know. I think the choice to make the movie's literal devil's advocate be aggressively Jewish is a take that makes me miss woke so much. I don't think there's a lot of reason to dive into Costa for our purposes here. Project X feels like a Shakespeare play in that some of the characters are extreme to provoke something out of who we're actually paying attention to, Thomas and Kirby. That being said, the movie is shot really well. The marketing from back in the day is super memorable, and shooting it with everyone having a little camera is just cool cinema. It's also incredibly well made. It sticks to the mockumentary bit really well. It reminds me of something like Parks and Recreation a lot, actually. This is a movie that accomplishes being a movie incredibly well. Cutting through a lot of the iconic party sleaze is a coming-of-age story, really. The acting is really good, and the pacing kept me very engaged. It's definitely an artifact from an early time, but also that era feels so iconically captured and satirized here that it's almost hard to figure out where the intentionality lies at parts. Normally, this would be the part where I deep dive more about the director's intent or something, but I honestly think the mystery of the chaos allures me. I think that there's a lot more to be said about this movie, and it accomplishes a lot more than you'd think from the surface. I don't know if it's an easy recommendation for everyone, but I'm shocked by how much I got out of it. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, bye.